Good evening, good evening, good evening on April the 15th at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm a little early, but that's okay. Hello, my sweet friend. How you doing? I decided to come here on there about a little bit early. Well, I didn't know, as you see in my chat, when I went to your channel, I didn't know you was talking because my cell phone, I can't hear it that good. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Wait on the UPS man to come today, and he's here by 1 o'clock. He didn't get here until maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. I don't know what the holdup is, but that's okay. I've been watching some of your videos. I kind of like it. Then I listened to your video that when you done your live stream. That's when I found out you was talking to me. But I guess it's my fault because I didn't pay attention. You know, I hope you forgive me. But, I'm not perfect at my old age. And, that's okay. You learn from your mistakes. And like I say, I'm doing pretty good. I think I took my medicine. Did I take it this morning or did I take it last night? Well, so I probably took it this morning, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember. That's the bad part about getting old. Got all my kitty cats fed. Took some canned food out to the outside cats. Mama Blackie wasn't there. Gina, the pregnant mama cat, this is her first litter because she was born last year. And I take my kitchen knife. Those kitchen knives ain't, hey, ain't that, yeah, it's a new person. Mr. Maine, Gina Rowley is one of my daughters. She lives in Jeffersonville, Indiana. So, well, horse feathers. I was gonna look you up, but no, 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 no. There you are. I think it's you. Hmm. For some reason, you're not popping up tonight. I don't know. I don't. This old man don't really know what the blankety blanky's doing. Uh, Let's see. I guess I can go through 5,000 videos. No.
Is it 77? 277 station. 1750 Florence Avenue. Caller advising that
I live in, I guess, southern part of Indiana.
and he needs to get some personal items. He did advise that there are multiple firearms.
I'm in like well, it's Gina asking. You know where I'm at in Indiana, Gina? Lordy. When you went to the dirt track, you passed you kind of went past you passed the main road, but you being funny today. Okay. Okay, go eat. You need to eat a little bit. You probably work hard all day or whatever. Okay, go eat your dinner. I'm in no hurry. I'm going to be here at least an hour. So just take your time and eat. I say, I've always, it's hard to pronounce his name. Maycarbro, Maine, something like that. Gina, he's helping me out on StreamYard. Is what he's doing. I'm gonna say probably 20s. I'm guessing, and he uses StreamYard, which you can do it on on a computer, cell phone, maybe a little bit harder. And you hear me talk about the DUI guy, Megan Fox, the writer, the umbrella guy, MG Law, the expert. If you ever watch him, MG Law will be on tonight about 11, I think, when he'll be on. He does, like, he can bring a lot of people up on his screen and say, my fans, they can see everybody that comes on my screen. It's not in the chat. It's up on the monitor. You can see all the different people. And you can share stories like Court TV or like Saturday, that Thunder Overlord, you can
Collar Boots is Majors Road. However's walking on Prospect towards Walmart. I mean, Chris.
you can bring that up, and other people can see it. So, boy, you didn't take long to eat. No, I gotta watch what I eat. I've been eating stuff that I shouldn't eat. You know, I've been eating sweets, which I shouldn't eat. Or maybe eat one slice of pizza a week. I had lasagna up, let's see, today's Monday. I had lasagna up until yesterday. And I got a feeling I'm putting on a little bit. Green barbecue chicken's good. You know, I kind of miss my mom's fried chicken and some of my ex-wife's fried chicken because that was pretty close to my mom's. And chicken gravy. I tried fried chicken, but it didn't turn out. It don't taste that good. But I, when I had my kids, I use shake and bake for pork chops, shake and bake for chicken, and stuff like that. Then I think shake and bake, I guess, came out with the stuff where you can make your meatloaf. All you do is buy you a pound of hamburger. It had all the stuff you can put into your hamburger. You put it back in the pan and put it in the oven and fix it. I think shake and bake, I think that's what you do. You put it in the oven and you bake it. And, you know, that's part of it. But I got to be careful when I eat because I got a problem with my throat. I guess that's your esophagus, it closes up sometimes. You can't swallow. If you try to drink water, it's like air bubbles. Like I say, sometimes it lasts 5 minutes, and it has gone as long as 5 days without eating or drinking anything. Cut that out, Alexi. Alexi, stop that. Good girl. And, it's pretty good. Bye. Where you going? You have to go to work or something? Okay, if you're gonna leave, I'll catch you next time. He's a pretty nice young guy. I was hoping that we do an invite tonight, but he's a busy, busy person. When you're around 20 years old and you're a busy person. Ain't that right, Alexi? I got all kinds of new people. And he got a bunch of good videos, but I thought he was gonna go live tonight. But he hadn't went live on his channel yet. That's okay. What else is to do? The only thing on TV right now is MASH on METV, in case some of your people wants to know. My kitty cat, well, I'm 7+ years. I don't stay busy because I get wore out too quick. My back started hurting, or my arthritis gets it where I can't do crap, stuff like that. Mm. Hey, people, in my area, I got severe thunderstorms warning. They got clock severe thunderstorms warning affected for the following counties: Clay County, Henry County, Oldham County, up until I guess 8 p.m. Oh, at least Indiana's not getting it right now, but I thought I heard thunder a while ago. So, what are you doing, Alexi? Sorry, you don't know what's going on. Your grandma knows what's going on with you. But you a female cat, hunting for a boyfriend, but sorry, you too young. You too young to have any babies. Besides that, I can't afford any more babies. That's more food, and that means you all get less food. At least I got my yard cut and all this, and had the county, not health department, I guess the soil conservation people, it takes samples of your yard. They went in the back 40 because the guy owns the back 40. What to see what he needs to do back there. Well, he needs some dirt, kind of bring up those low places where it won't be so wet back there. And one lady's from Washington County, the other one is from Scott County. I asked him if they knew so and so. Said, yeah, he's our boss. I guess you know his wife, Sharon. Said, yep, I went to school with both of them. We graduated from Charlestown High School. I said, him and his wife are very, very smart people. They've been married. I guess they got married right out of high school, I think. So that's close to 40 years or more. Mm. Yeah, you're a good girl. Hello, Blackie. You getting jealous? Oh, that's Say, look here, my name is Blackie. No, her mama is Wildcat. Wildcat is a kitty cat. It just want to be left alone. Oh, sorry, people, but I gotta lay down because I don't have no cushion underneath my rear end. I just don't have the cushion anymore. So I hope everybody had a good day today. Hello there. Let's see if I can get your name right. Car Carmel? Blah, blah, blah. Chamomile for the win. That must be a horse for the Kentucky Derby. That's a pretty good name. Yep, I done pretty good. Let me bring my down a little bit because I'm laying down in bed. You know, I'm doing pretty good. Um, Went out to the shed out in my backyard, put the ramps up, see how they would fit, and knowing about where to set it for the lawnmower to go in and out and other stuff. Let's see. Hey, socks, can you here? Come on, let Daddy grab you socks. Come on, number one. See, this is socks. He's a number one tomcat. He's about 13 years old, something like that. His daddy's dead. His mama's dead. His mama was a Siamese kitty cat, and she was a pretty good kitty cat. And when Mama Tina had her babies, she always got up on the bed, tapped me on the shoulder. I kind of raised the blanket up. She would get underneath the blanket. That's where she always had her babies. But Mama Tina, she was a good mama cat. I had a calico cat when I lived at the other house before I moved here. She would have her babies. Kelly would have her babies in the bathroom underneath the bathroom sink there in the drawer. She comes out to eat and use the bathroom. Then Mama Tina go in and take over. You know, don't she didn't want to leave those babies alone for a second. So Mama Kelly came back. I said, "Come on, Tina. Kelly wants to get back in with some baby." She had jumped out and didn't really, Kelly didn't really mind. But I love kitty cats. I got about 10 cats inside. Outside, I got 20 plus because some of them is pregnant. I think LB had her babies. The Boots, she's a gray and white cat. I think she had her babies. That leaves Pretty Girl and Gina the cat to have her babies pretty soon because Mama Gina the cat, she about ready to pop. And, it's pretty nice. Like, leave my antenna alone to my radio or I'm going to smack me some cat. Come on, get off my computer. You can't type. They hate when I get on the live stream or anything like that, but yeah, that is a whole lot of responsibility. Socks is the only one that's been fixed. Like his mom, Tina and Kelly, and his dad, they all been fixed. Socks the only one that has been, it's still fixed. It hasn't died yet. But he's always been an inside cat. He snuck out a few times, but when he gets out there, he runs into them other tomcats. Then he wants back in because them outside tomcats is mean. Thank you. What I do when I get off of here, I will subscribe to your channel. You know, you subscribe to my channel, I subscribe to your channel. Look, kitty cat, my leg's not a trampoline. They run back and forth like, yeah, they do kill mice. The mouse catcher I had, she died. That was Patty. She would kill it. And she always brought the mice up on the bed. I was laying here one night asleep and I felt something crawling up on my bed. And I turned and looked and saw that little mouse. I said, Patty, get that mouse off of my bed. She grabbed it because cats likes to play with mice. And if you live out in the country, you got to have outside cats because you're going to have mice sneak into your house one way or another. When I first got this house 5 years or so ago, I found a couple of mice that committed suicide in the toilet, couldn't get out of the toilet. So I flushed them down the toilet, but cats or dogs to give you unconditional love. I would love to have dogs, but when you got dog, if you got cats, they don't get along with cats too good unless they're babies and they grow up together. Then they get along pretty good. Oh, North Carolina. I live in southern Indiana in the county of Clark. I'm about 16 to 20 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky border. If you follow I-65 from Louisville, I'm about 16 to 20 miles away from Louisville, Kentucky. And come Saturday, let's see, I'm thinking maybe 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. You can probably check your TV station, but if you don't, you're going to have to download the WDRB TV app. And they got a thing that starts the Kentucky Derby, which Kentucky Derby's in May. They call it Thunder Louisville. You can look it up. Thunder over Louisville. They have jets. They have helicopters, old vintage planes like the P-51 Mustangs, and the old Japanese planes that like bombed Pearl Harbor. Like I say, if you download that app, I guess you could load it on a smart TV. You know, you don't really need cable TV as long as you got Wi-Fi and you got a smart TV. You can watch YouTube on your smart TV without having cable TV. Because you got a smart TV, you get YouTube, Pluto, and you get some movie channels if you want to pay for them. You know, it's kind of free. All you have to do is pay for your internet. Are you talking about Seymour, Indiana? Okay, that's one we got here where I'm at. It's Spectrum Internet. Okay, is that close to Camp Lejeune? I think Camp Lejeune. It's a Marine Corps base. I've been, North Carolina. Let's see. Let's see if I get this right. Ain't there a Cherokee Indian reservation there in North Carolina? Yeah, I've been to Camp Lejeune, Paris Island. I remember, you know, I was young when I was at Camp Lejeune. My brother was there. This was in somewhere between 64 and 68. And that water wasn't that good that I remember. And I can't remember the highway. I think it's I want to say Highway 7, but I don't think it's right. There was a Howard Johnson because that's what Dad always liked to stay in. He was a Howard Johnson man. And I think that Howard Johnson was on the Camp Lejeune base, if I remember right. Oh, 70. I thought it was single digit. See, that's what happened when you get 70 plus years old. I thought it was single digit. But I know none of that place looks the same. I know Paris Island, which is in South Carolina, it don't look the same one it did in the 70s. You had those old Quonset huts. Fort Knox is to the south of me. Up north of me, we got Camp Atterbury or something like that. It's up, I think, past Seymour, Indiana. I think Camp Atterbury. Are you using YouTube or are you using StreamYard or Prison Live Studio? Yep, I know about the lawsuit, but when I see those ads on TV, could that be some of my medical problem? My diabetes, high blood pressure, the stress that I had when I was younger. You know, I just, they don't show everything on TV. You go to look it up on the internet, it don't go tell you everything that medical wise tell you what's wrong. Okay, YouTube. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm using StreamYard. You type StreamYard into your search engine. You have the free version, which that gives you 20 hours a month. I do. I do some more research and find out because I could use the money because I'm on a fixed income. I get, you ain't gonna believe it. You're gonna say, how in a blankety blank I survive. I get between $800 to $900 a month. I'm not lying. It's heck living off of it. Like Mr. Maine that was on there earlier. He couldn't understand what a budget was. But he's a pretty nice guy. And when you live on the, say, if you get paid weekly or bi weekly or once a month like I do, it is high. You know, I only get about 180 in food stamps. I don't eat that much. You know, I got, I'm a diabetic and there's things that I can't eat, but I do eat it every once in a while. Or credit union. Nope, I stay away from them. You know, right now I got screwed by leaf filter gutters out of Louisville, Kentucky. I was going through a lawsuit, and you know how the U.S. mail does. It used to take, say, from where you live to me, 24 to 48 hours. Now it takes anywhere from 7 to 30 days. I call that the Pony Express. So, people, if you hear me talk about the Pony Express, you know that I'm talking about the post office. Let's see. Man, I can't spell. Ain't that bad? Camel for uh man. So you know you supposed to space, you idiot. CARAMEL for the win. Okay. Oh, you're a pretty lady. Yep, that's your picture I'm looking at. Now you got 71 subscribers. Bourbon, banana, caramel, so beautiful. Let's see, bourbon, banana, caramel. That sounds pretty good. Salted caramel for the win. Well, I gotta get out. I gotta get off of your page. It's making me hungry. Okay. I try to get on here mostly Fridays, trying to get 1,000 subscribers, but you know, when you're on a fixed income, you can't get out and drive and go to car wrecks, house fires, stuff like that. People likes to do, but they like to see stuff. And some of my videos, I talk about first time home buyer. That's what I was, a first time home buyers. And I went through the USDA. There's a bunch of other, HUD, FHA, your bank, USDA. And I done a whole lot of homework. I couldn't afford because rent around here is anywhere from 800 to $3,000 a month for rent. I couldn't afford that on my income. So I fill out the paperwork on my USDA. It's a process. You people, if you plan to be a first time home buyer, go watch some of my YouTube channels where I talk about first time home buyers. You can leave stuff in the comments in case I missed something. But remember, that was 5 years ago. So they could have changed procedures in it. And what they count as income, like me, it's your social security or disability, child support, alimony, if they got that in your state, uh, food stamps, any extra money, babysitting jobs. That's all count as income. Also, the USDA did require for first time home buyers take a home buyer's course. You can do it online, and you have to pay for it, but you could check in your state or county, which I guess all states have these group of people that'll help you pay on your electric bill or gas bill, stuff like that. Which here it was community action, and now it's a OVO deal that helps you pay on your electric bill and all this. Oh, I got out here where I live in the country is electric. I don't have to worry about a gas bill. It's a heat pump. You know, I was kind of scared of a heat pump. I heard so many stories about heat pumps, and the electric bill. But knock on wood, it never got it got up to 175 in dollars a month in the wintertime because it got down into the single digits. But it's better to have a heat pump slash air condition because you won't smell the gas fumes of fuel oil, whatever people use. And I keep it down to in the wintertime about 69 degrees. Since you new on here, I tell you a little bit about me. Well, you know I'm 70 plus years old. I had 4 heart attacks. I got diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis. There's not too much I could do. And, and since summertime's coming up, that means I can clean my front room up. I got an old ice box sitting in my living room. I got to take that outside, take that out there with the other junk to take to the recycle place. I take blood pressure medicine. I take diabetes medicine, the metformin. I take Ozempic, which Ozempic, it's a shot you take once a week. It helps you lose weight. Plus, it keeps your A1C down too. But I think there's doctors, it's giving it to chubby people to help them lose weight. I weigh about 250, 260 pounds before I got on that Ozempic. Now I'm down to about 180, 87. I gained a few pounds. And I was 44 around the waist. Now I'm down to 36 around the waist. But I do feel a lot better, you know, since I lost that weight. I do have problems sleeping. Like I say, you're a beautiful, sweet, good looking lady. If you live close to me and you didn't have a boyfriend or any kids, I'd take you out in a minute. But you don't live close to me. You know, I dated a few colored girls back in my younger days. And I'm not a racist person. Some white people is. But I'm glad I grew up in Charlestown, Indiana. You can look that up on the map of Charlestown, Indiana. And I know some schools like in Kentucky, Jeff, Louisville, Kentucky, down south, the African Americans, they had their own bathroom, their own table to eat, their own drinking fountain. You couldn't date out of your race. But here, where I lived in Charlestown, we sit at the same table. We sit next to each other in the classroom. When we took PE class slash gym class, we took the shower together. That's what I like. I'm glad I grew up in Charlestown. But I dated this African American girl about 30 years ago. Might be 32 years ago. I got to think how old my son was. See, he was probably in Head Start, so that puts him about 4, so that'd be 33 years ago, I guess, give or take a little. She took me over to her mom's house in Louisville, out there by, I think it's Algonquin Parkway. somewhere out in that area. Her mom loved me to death. Her brother loved me to death. But her mom's boyfriend hated me because I was white, you know. And her mom jumped all over him, said, "You apologize to him." She said, "We don't need to hear this crap." Boy, he apologized real quick, you know. She was a good cook. She was good at everything she did, but took her back home. She got into drugs, and I didn't want to have nothing to do with drugs. I did fool with drugs back in my younger days, you know, but that's how I was raised, you know. 'Cause every time I brought a girl home, Dad, well, I said, "Dad, I'm gonna bring my girlfriend." He said, "Is she black or white?" Because he never know what to expect out of me, you know. So, you know, he was good since he was my adopted father and my adopted mother. Because I was just a baby when I was adopted, you know. But you know, we got to stop hating each other. That's not right. We get along better if we love each other, you know, help each other, you know, you know. That's how I was raised, you know, since you're down there, you know, you probably went through hell down there where you're at. I don't know if you was born there, but but it's awful how people treats everybody. If you treat me good, I treat you good. If you treat me like a hole, I treat you about as bad. As long as you don't beat me up, put it that way. I don't believe in it. I got a few ladies on here, you know, they're up in their 60s. I got some younger ones that been abused. And, you know, I can talk to them on here, but I can't help them. You know, I can tell them probably make sure you report it. And I tell people who's sitting in the background, if you hear it, you see it, you report it. And I know some people don't want to get involved. How can you live with yourself if a child gets killed or the woman gets killed? You know, I couldn't go for it. You know, I help out the best way I can. You know, just make a police report or call 911. You might not have to talk. You know, they can hear everything in the background, you know. And you probably saw down there where you live on the national news within 2 years ago, this colored lady, I think her name was Anderson, I think. She killed her 5-year old son, her and another lady here in Indiana, which is Washington County. If you don't know where Washington County is, people, that's in Salem, Indiana. I think I done maybe a 13, 15-minute video on Miss Anderson. They found her in California. I done the video of it. I got about 300 and some odd views on her. And knowing how people I know, you know, they probably got her in protected custody. And you can watch that video there, on my YouTube channel. She's an African American lady in a jumpsuit. I think it's titled Mother Kills Son or something like that. I can't remember. I think her name was Anderson. Maybe it's a abuse deal. I don't know. I'm confused on the name. But she came up with NSA, been watching her for eight months. Then she said the space police or something like that was watching her for so many months. And this judge, I think his name is Matlock, not the TV show Matlock, the lawyer, but he's a judge. And said, we got the detective right here. He never made no contact with the NSA or the Space Patrol, never talked to him. And you see the videos I done, I made it in two parts. The ex-sheriff, Jamie No, he's a sheriff here in Clark County, Indiana. If you ever watched 60 Days In, his was the first jail that they done 60 days in. Well, he stole over $800,000 from the Utica Fire Department, plus the New Chapel Ambulance Service, which he owns some of it. He got a lady pregnant who was on the county council. He paid the child support out of the Utica Fire Department. Him and his wife failed to report that on the income tax. She got arrested. His one daughter got arrested. She used a credit card from the fire department, spent over $100,000. You all can look at those videos. But in the court case with the ex-sheriff, Jamie No, you can even go to YouTube and type in Jamie No and you come up with the TV version of the court case. WAVE, it was 2 hours and I think 20 minutes. I made it in two parts because I couldn't sit on my rear end for 2 hours because since I lost all my cushion, is it's kind of so I broke it up into an hour and something each part. If you watch the first video, that judge told him when he put a $75,000 full cash bond on him back, I think in November, I think when it was. He spent the night in jail. The only thing the judge told him he could have is one shotgun. And like I said, you gotta watch that video. And the judge said, you don't want to mess with me because you ain't gonna like the outcome. Well, the video I done, I think last week, you know, about the contempt charge. I've seen judges get mad when they take that hammer and hit that little piece of wood break sometimes. That judge got mad and gave him the riot act. He said, I can give you 180 days in jail without no court date. He said, here's what I would do. I know I'm letting the cat out of the bag, people, but he said, I'm going to give you 60 days in. He kind of joked about it. And I know a whole lot of you people in the United States on YouTube watched the TV show 60 Days In from Clark County and other states where they done the show. And, but like I said, you got to watch those videos. You know, you can either watch my videos or you can go to YouTube and type in Jamie No and watch it from the TV stations. You can see where his wife spent the weekend in jail. And I think her bond was 20 or 30,000, somewhere in there. Then his daughter got arrested for, I think, tax evasion, the same thing. And Jamie got 25 counts. The wife got 10 counts. I think the daughter got either 7 to 10 counts, and her bond was either 20 or $25,000 full cash bond. And the idiot is still using those credit cards from the fire department. He was in court in November. December, them suits that he was buying at least $2,000. The belts he was buying about $600. They ain't counting the belt buckles, the cowboy hats, the belts, the cowboy boots, all on taxpayers' money. You know, that's bad. How long's that been? Oh, Lord, yeah. An hour and 3 minutes. I don't want to make it 2 hours because people gets bored. They want me to keep it an hour or shorter, but sometimes I go over. I want to thank you for subscribing, people. If you subscribe to my channel, I will subscribe to your channel. As this good looking young lady, man, she's cute. Somebody that young would kill me, but she is a cute lady. Like I say, you know, I think a whole lot of people needs to watch it. I watch like the DUI guy. He's a lawyer in Louisville, Kentucky. He got over 400 subscribers. I watch What the Hells. He got about 700,000 subscribers. I watch Megan Fox Writer, like you're writing her. The umbrella guy. He kind of like wears a mask or you won't see his face because he's in, I guess he's a psychiatrist, made a few enemies on what I think he deals with women abuse. Him, expert, he wears sunglasses. The other one that comes on tonight is MG Law, which is lawyers. They all use StreamYard. Like I said, StreamYard, you just use your computer and you might have to use, get you set up where you can have your earphones if you figure out how to invite people, because you gotta highlight it, copy and paste it, this and that, or you can share. If you enter the court cases, you can share that up on your screen if you know what you're doing. But I'm 70 years old. I'm kind of learning that, but the invite, I don't know how to do that yet. You know, I had another guy's video. He wears a mask, and his name is Triance Beware. Uh, okay, I had to get up and look what you said. I'm sitting maybe 2 feet from my computer screen. I got glasses, but still, it's hard to see stuff. And if you want to do live stream from your mobile, if you got a cell phone, you can download what they call the Prison Live Studio app on it. But here's something you might not know. If you're going to stream out of your automobile, you're going to have a higher data plan, like an unlimited plan. Say if you come up on a car wreck, well, you can videotape it. You don't have to go live stream. You can wait until you get back home, then upload it to YouTube. If you do an hour of video, it's going to take you about 6 to 8 hours to upload it to YouTube. So, that's something. You might come up on a wreck. Okay, but I was going to come live about 8 or 9 o'clock. I decided to come on a little bit early. Like last Friday, I call it Foot Friday. Now I got this guy on there. His name is Yoakum 3. But I forget what his first name is. He's always talking about Foot Friday. That makes my daughter kind of mad a little bit. So Friday is going to be Foot Friday. So I showed my kitty cat's foot. And last night I've done Tube Town, which to me it's a joke because I watched What the Hells. He's a storage people, he does storage lockers, where he bids on them. Then he bought a place in Otters Creek, Florida, where he had a stalker that followed him to Florida. He done spent $150,000 in attorney fees in Florida, Ohio, where he's from, and in federal court. They got this woman, they call her Turtle Lady. She supposedly adopted this baby. You know, people, you got to watch it. She is nutty as a fruitcake. Since he had a protective order on her, she decided to get one in Florida. But Florida's law is different from Indiana and Kentucky. There's 3 categories you got to get to fall in before you get a protective order in Florida. This judge is crazy and gave her a protective order. Told what the hells that he couldn't do his First Amendment right on YouTube, which that's a no. And his girlfriend is from what, Egypt, somewhere like that. I forget where she's from. And tomorrow is they're going to do a live video. I said probably what the hell's because they have a hall meeting tomorrow. I think around 6 to 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings time or whatever. And I just want to see if she and her ex husband will show up with that 4 or 5 year old child. I hope she ain't that stupid to show up, but I know she's that stupid. People's taking bets if she shows up or what, because if she shows up, her and John Cook show up, they would get arrested. And what the hell is they told them? If they show up, they will get arrested. Even the Levy County Sheriff told us if you show up, you're going to get arrested. Like they don't believe. She don't believe nothing they say. She was a pole dancer. She must have been one of the ugly ones. I will be safe, except for these damn flies. As soon as I open my window up, here comes the flies. You be safe down there in North Carolina. Watch out for them hurricanes and whatever else you have down in that area. Everybody, I want you all to have a good evening. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you all too. I used to be an alcoholic and a drug addict. I've been sober 25 plus years. So I might be back later. Sometimes I wake up maybe 12, 3 o'clock in the morning. I know people sleeping. So I want to thank you all to the world famous YouTube channel. Ask this old man. That's tonight category. You can ask me anything. As long as it's PG. Because I know there's kids sitting with their parents watching YouTube. So be careful what you all put in the comments. So I forgot to look and see how many. Okay, back old bro Maine, she got 238. Let's see the other. How many you got? 71. I know how it feels to have 71 subscribers. I never thought I'd get 100, but I was thinking, man, you cute. You look like you on the skinny side. Your hair looks beautiful. I better watch what I say. They call some people says that's sexual harassment, so I gotta watch what I say. So you all behave yourself. You have a good time. Make sure you hit the subscribe bell. I always tell you hit it again and you go up and get all notifications. If you got any ideas that you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. You know, 'cause I'm 70 plus years old. I'm bored. I can't hardly do anything. So this is the only way I got time to spend to talk to your people, tell you about my medical problems, first time home buyers, abused women. I'm against men abusing women. I know few of you women has abused men, but they don't report it because the other men will make fun of them. But Carmel for the win. That sounds like a good name for a racehorse in the Kentucky Derby. If that, if I had the money, I would, I would bet on that horse. It might be 1,000,000 to 1 odds, but with a name like that, that could be a lucky horse. We won't know who the horses it are until the last part of April. People, you heard me talk about thunder over Louisville. Type it into your search engine. You see what you're missing. That'll be Saturday in Louisville, Kentucky, there in Jeffersonville, Indiana, on the riverfront. It's going to be on WDRB TV. You can download the app and watch it that way. They have all kinds of planes, paratroopers, old planes, helicopters, the Fat Boy, which is, I believe, the Blue Angel C-130s. You have P-51 Mustangs. They have fireworks. They be shutting down the Second Street Bridge either Thursday or Friday. I'm thinking it's Thursday. It could be Friday because they put fireworks on that bridge. Like I say, go to Thunder Over Lua. You can see some of the old videos. You might see some on YouTube. You can see the fireworks, some of the planes. So Carmel for the win. You be safe. Be careful out there when you're driving. I tell you a little secret. Get you a dash cam if you can afford it. Get one that has the GPS in it, and get one that has a front and back where you can plug a cable into it and stick it out your back window. Yeah, in your back window where you can see in case you get hit from the rear end. And also a dash cam is save your rear end if you go through a green light and you get T-boned because you know the other person going to say they had the green light. You, you're going to have the video. So it comes in handy. So I'm going to get off of here. I've been up on here an hour and 20 minutes. It's time to get off of here. Oh, but listen, I get down, then I can't get up. That's what happens when you get old. I'm going to watch some more videos. If I watch Carmel for the win, I see that food, then I want to start eating. That means she must be a hell of a cook. I bet her boyfriend or her husband loves her cooking. Oh, now let me turn my computer around. Okay, goodbye, people. Peace and not war. Let's stop killing each other. There it is. Okay. So goodbye. Thank you. Everybody be safe. Hit the subscribe bell, then hit it again. And oh, I hear a train. I don't know if that train is going north or south. Day and all night, but you get used to it. So goodbye, everybody. I love you. Especially God loves you. If you don't believe in God, that's okay. That's your right. I love you all. Sweet dreams.